Sorry about that.
So what do you make of that overall, that game?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot better. Just faster, quicker, better execution. I liked our start, and then they get two quick ones, and we kind of answer right back. So, I like our battle, I like our compete. I liked us getting pucks below the goal line, sustaining some shifts, and obviously we let them get back in it near the end. But I thought we did a real good job of protecting the middle, and when we needed him, Helly made some huge stops for us.
That bounce back after they score a couple goals, just given the way this trip had started, what does that say about your group?
Yeah, you know what? Every team's going to go through patches of play where they don't like or they're not getting the results, and we didn't like how we played in California. It was no secret. We needed to be a lot sharper. We needed to be a little quicker, more competitive in our battles and things like that. And I thought right from the start of the game, Scheif's line goes out and they have a great shift, sustain some pressure, and we're able to build some momentum off that. And Taser's line gets a big goal for us just to get us, feeling good. We hadn't really played with a lead this trip. We hadn't put ourselves in a good position. So, there's been some meetings, some video, and a lot of the stuff we were doing in the previous three games was self-inflicted. I think, that's the thing where, we know when we play to our system, to our structure, and we execute the game plan. We're a real good hockey team, and I think we showed it tonight.
Power play too gets off the schneid.
Yeah, from the bench, it's great to see. They've had their looks, but to get two tonight, one at a critical time to tie the game after our PK gives one up, and then to give us that 2-goal cushion to start the third period. Unbelievable play by G, to spin and put it where he did. But our power play, they had gone through a cold stretch, but they've been great for us all year. They've won us a bunch of games early on, when other parts of our game weren't good. So many skilled players on both units. It was just a matter of time. Thanks, everyone.
More like jet hockey, Josh, today?
Yeah, I think just for us, obviously we didn't start this road trip how we wanted to, and I think it really comes down to just little battles, up in that intensity and compete level, and it's a fine line out there between winning and losing in NHL, and I thought tonight from the start of the game, just our 50-50 battles were a lot better, and that's 5-on-5, and that's also special teams, power play, with a couple big goals. So it was nice to get back on track.
You really drove the play yourself personally. Was that something you were kind of taking upon yourself to have a big outing tonight? I
think just everybody wanted to step up when you lose a few games in a row. We had a great meeting this morning actually as a group, and just kind of talked about what our identity is, and like I said, I felt like everybody raised their intensity level, and as a leader on the team, you want to be part of leading that charge.
What do you think of that Gabe Velarde backhand?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. McDavid had one the other night, and I guess Gabe kind of had something similar. But we'll tell him they're the same type of skater. But yeah, it was pretty unreal. He's so crafty in the slot and around the net, and unbelievable play.
What did it mean to get the power play going too?
Yeah, it was big. I mean, we want to be a difference maker in a positive way for the group, and whether it's, of course, trying to score goals, but also trying to bring momentum and build momentum for the shifts after if we don't score. So, I thought we did a good job of both units going out there competing. They're pretty aggressive on the kill, so kind of just taking what they give you, and we had some good looks, and it was nice to get a few.
You've had a little too much practice at it, but what do you think of the way the D held up after Hayden left the game?
Yeah, it's tough to lose a guy always, but we did a good job of managing that. Dean did a good job of kind of, I think, good flow back there. It's a little bit tough down to 5, and we just, like I said, it's a game for us, not so much about the X's and O's, but just up in that compete level and intensity level. And the 5 guys that had to play after the game that way, I thought did a great job of doing that as well.
Appreciate you guys.
Okay, you get the first one then.
Good stuff. Josh said you guys had an important meeting about getting back to your identity. What did you see on that front tonight?
Yeah, that was obviously looked a lot more like how we want to play for 60 minutes. They were quick. They were obviously, attacking, but I thought we did a real good job of trying to really protect the guts of the ice, 200 feet, coming all the way up the ice. And real good start to the start of the game. Even though we got down, I just liked the way we stayed after them. And, it was a good, solid group. Everybody bounced back how we hoped they would.
I know it was a team effort, but how would you describe the performance from Josh today?
Yeah,
Sort of way
certainly when you lose a defenseman and you're down to 5, early in the second period, he's one of the guys. His minutes are going to go way up, and I thought all of them did a really good job of making sure that they were at their best. And I thought our forwards, we talked about them doing some heavy lifting with only 5D, and I thought they did a real good job of not giving up odd man situations, odd man rushes the other way, and which we did a lot of in Anaheim. And I thought we did a really good job of tonight of not allowing that to happen.
It was a bit of an awkward fall for Fleury after the hit on Besser. It wasn't it. It was from when he took the puck in the no.
It's upper body. You're getting closer, but it's upper body.
Okay.
Power play. Get it going tonight.
Yeah, you know what? Obviously you need your power play to go. Sometimes you do create the chances. Sometimes you're getting opportunities and the puck isn't going in. We had some good meetings this morning. Davis talked to him more about sort of our details of our power play, and I thought tonight they were bang on. And when you get that first one, JMO scores, then all of a sudden, now you could see the confidence we could have had. We had some really good looks. Obviously Scheif had a great one, but then just a great play by Gabe there. But both units, I thought, our entries were way better. Our help on face-offs, retrievals, our attacks, all those things were, a lot more the way how we want them to look.
Talked about it in the morning. Would you describe the secondary scoring that you had as well today?
Yeah, we talked about it, right? We've been relying an awful lot on our top guys, and tonight, we got it, and that's what we need. We need that. JT's line got one, Lau's line got one, and that's just takes some heat off of the opposition. Our top guys, and makes the opposition kind of adjust to whoever's out there. And the one thing I liked about it 5-on-5 is we crashed the net. We got inside. We went to the net. We got some greasy goals, and that's what you have to do.
would you describe that? Velarde backhand?
Impressive. Pretty impressive. Thanks.